हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। और आज हम लोग बात करेंगे विजन आईएएस टेस्ट सीरीज सेकंड का, जो कि फुल लेंथ का चल रहा है। सेकंड का सेकंड पार्ट। ओके, सो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का पहला क्वेश्चन। और अगर आप हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल के साथ जुड़ना चाहेंगे तो उसका ये है स्टडी विथ पीके Q&A। ओके, सो आज का पहला क्वेश्चन है, नेक्स्ट कार 19 therapy is sometimes mentioned in the news with reference to which one of the following is disease। ये एड्स से रिलेटेड है, कैंसर से रिलेटेड है, कोविड-19 से या ट्यूबरकुलोसिस से। ठीक है, तो इसका सही आंसर हो जाएगा कैंसर, क्योंकि अभी रिसेंटली अप्रूव्ड किया है CDSCO ने, सेंट्रल ड्रग स्टैंडर्ड कंट्रोल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने इसको कैंसर थेरेपी के लिए। ठीक है, और ये पहला है जो इंडिजीनियसली डेवलप्ड किया गया है इंडिया के द्वारा। और कौन कौन मिलकर डेवलप किया है, तो IIT बॉम्बे प्लस टाटा मेमोरियल। ओके, और ये इससे होगा क्या, तो इससे ये होगा कि पहले जो हमारा कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट में एक्सपेक्टेड खर्चा आता था लाइक 3 to 4 CR आता था। ठीक है, बट अभी इसी को रिड्यूस करके 30-40 लाख में कर दिया है पर पेशेंट। ओके, तो ये हुआ। नेक्स्ट है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द करप्शन परसेप्शन इंडेक्स इज रिलीज्ड बाय विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। करप्शन परसेप्शन इंडेक्स किसके द्वारा रिलीज किया जाता है, तो वो रिलीज किया जाता है ट्रांसपेरेंसी इंटरनेशनल के द्वारा। ठीक है, ये एक नॉन गवर्नमेंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, मतलब NGO है, जो कि 1995 से ये इंडेक्स जारी कर रहा है। ठीक है, और ये एनुअली देता है। और अगर इसके बारे में हम और डिटेल में देखते हैं कि परसेप्शन इंडेक्स जो है वो जारी जो होता है उसमें से कौन से कंट्री टॉप रैंक पे है, कौन से लोवेस्ट में है, तो वो हम देखते हैं कि इसमें अगर हम टॉप कंट्रीज़ का बात करते हैं तो पहला हो जाएगा इसमें टॉप कंट्रीज़ में कौन सा, डेनमार्क, वो भी टॉप में। ठीक है, सबसे ज़्यादा मार्क्स जो आया है इसका 97 है। ठीक है, सॉरी 97 नहीं, 90 आउट ऑफ 100 इसमें मार्किंग भी की जाती है। और अगर उसके बाद का हम देखें, डेनमार्क के बाद है फिनलैंड एंड न्यूजीलैंड। ओके, सेकेंड एंड थर्ड रैंक में इनको मिला है, फिनलैंड को 87 एंड न्यूजीलैंड को 85। ओके, और अगर लोवेस्ट का हम बात करें कि मतलब सबसे नीचे कौन सा है करप्शन परसेप्शन इंडेक्स में, तो वो कौन हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा सोमालिया। ओके, एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि इसमें इंडिया का रैंक कितना है, सो इंडिया का स्कोर इज़ 39। ओके, इंडियाज स्कोर। एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट रैंक, इट्स अ 93rd। okay, out of how much, 180। so okay, and if we are talking about 93rd rank, India is not in only 93rd rank, it's sharing a place with Maldives, Kazakhstan and which one, Lesotho। ओके, ये तीनों कंट्री के साथ इंडिया का रैंक शेयर हो रहा है 93rd में। ओके, और इसका स्कोर कितना है, तो 39। ओके, एंड और पहले इसका कितना था, तो पहले इंडिया का रैंक था 85, जो कि अभी रिड्यूस हुआ है, मतलब डिक्लाइन हुआ है। ओके, और अगर हम बात करते हैं परसेप्शन का, ये ट्रांसपेरेंसी इंटरनेशनल ये का कि कौन कौन सा इंडेक्स जारी और करता है, तो उसमें और हो जाएगा, एक तो हो जाएगा ग्लोबल करप्शन बैरोमीटर, नेक्स्ट हो जाएगा करप्शन परसेप्शन इंडेक्स, एंड तीसरा हो जाएगा ब्राइब पेयर्स इंडेक्स। मतलब ये 3 रिपोर्ट जारी करता है कौन, ट्रांसपेरेंसी इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। ठीक है, सो चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज Consider the following statements. इसमें पूछा क्या है, क्वेश्चन है how many of the alternatives are available to the president when a bill is reserved for the governor for his consideration. गवर्नर जब बिल्स को रिजर्व करता है फॉर द प्रेसिडेंट, तो क्या क्या इसमें पॉसिबिलिटीज हो सकती, क्या क्या वो कर सकता है. तो पहला ऑप्शन है प्रेसिडेंट मे गिव हिज एसेंट टू द बिल, करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट इज प्रेसिडेंट विथ होल्ड हिज एसेंट टू द बिल, ये भी सही है. नेक्स्ट इज प्रेसिडेंट मे डायरेक्ट द गवर्नर to return all kinds of bill of the reconsideration of the state legislature. No, ये गलत स्टेटमेंट है क्योंकि all kinds of नहीं होगा. अगर वो मनी बिल होगा तो उसको रिटर्न नहीं भेज सकता है रिकन्सिडरेशन के लिए, ठीक है. सो स्टेटमेंट थर्ड इज इनकरेक्ट. सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज बिकॉज देयर इज आस्किंग अबाउट करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, सो ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट, ओनली 2. ओके. Next question is military exercises. How many of the given above are correctly matched? Okay. First is सादा तांत्रिक. सदा तांत्रिक ये कहाँ पे हो रहा है? तो ये हो रहा है किसके किसके बीच, किस कंट्री के बीच में हो रहा है? तो ये हो रहा है इंडिया एंड यूएई, ना कि सॉरी इंडिया एंड सऊदी अरेबिया, ना कि यूएई. और डेजर्ट साइक्लोन किसके किसके बीच हो रहा है? तो इंडिया एंड यूएई के बीच. तो पहला और दूसरा स्टेटमेंट गलत हो गया. तीसरा है अल नजाह, ये इंडिया एंड ओमान के बीच, करेक्ट. यू यू के इक्वेरियन किसके किसके, इंडिया एंड मालदीव के बीच. तो ये दोनों भी करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है, ठीक है. तो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज बी ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट, ओनली 2. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज consider the following statements with reference to district judge. Okay, about district judge, which of these statements are correct? So first statement is the appointment of the district judge shall be made by the governor of the state. Is it true? Yes, it's correct. Under 233 article it's mentioned. Okay. Next, talking about next statement is the administrative control over the district court is vested with the governor of the respective state. No, it's not in the governor's respective state. The administrative control over the district court is vested in the high court of the respective state. Okay, not governor, it's a high court. Okay. So statement second is incorrect. Next statement is a district judge does not have the power to award a death sentence. It can be district judge भी death sentence दे सकता है, but subject to confirmation of high court, but high court के confirmation के बाद. Okay. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, तो इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? ओनली 1 इज करेक्ट, विच इज ऑप्शन ए. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स विथ रेफरेंस टू एन एक्टिंग जज इन अ हाई कोर्ट. ओके. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज the appointment of the acting judge cannot last more than a period of 2 years or 62 years of the whichever is lesser. No, ठीक है. इट कैन होगा, और ये एडिशनल जज के भी होते हैं. तो पहला स्टेटमेंट गलत हो जाएगा. दूसरा स्टेटमेंट इज वन पॉसिबल काउज such an appointment can be when a judge of that high court is unable to perform the duties of his office due to the absence. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option B is the correct. Okay. Next question is M-PEMHA effect is related to solar wind affecting the magnetic field. No. Faster freezing of hot water compared to the cold water. Yes, it's a correct statement. Okay. Next question is recently in news Soligas and Yeravas is related to, it's an indigenous community in Western Ghat. Okay. Answer Option B is the correct answer for this question. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to President's power to seek the opinion or advice under Article 143 of the Indian Constitution. So first statement is, President can seek opinion or advice from the Supreme Court or from the specific High Court. No, it's not correct. It's only from the Supreme Court. Okay, either nahi. So next, first statement is incorrect. Next statement is, none of the such opinion or advice rendered is a binding in nature. It's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option B, which is only 2. Okay. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the pressure group. Okay. और ये प्रेशर ग्रुप का वर्ड कहाँ से लिया गया है? तो ये लिया गया है, मतलब आया है कहाँ से? यूएसए से. ओके. First statement is, the pressure group attempt to influence government policies. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is, unlike political parties, pressure groups do not aim to directly control or share political power. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is both, which is option C is the correct answer for this question. Okay. Next question is, with reference to electoral reforms, consider the following statements. First statement is, person in jail or police custody ceases to be an electoral, therefore they cannot contest election. This statement first is incorrect because person in jail or police custody ceases to be an elector, therefore they cannot contest election. ये 2013 के जजमेंट में इसको ये सही स्टेटमेंट हो जाए क्योंकि इसको इनवैलिड ये किया था. ठीक है. बट आफ्टर दैट रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल इंडिया एक्ट 1951 के अकॉर्डिंग से इसको वैलिड कर दिया गया था. सो ये स्टेटमेंट गलत हो जाए क्योंकि ये कर सकता है अकॉर्डिंग टू रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल एक्ट 1951. ओके. सो पहला स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट है. नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज, दिस सीलिंग ऑन इलेक्शन एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ कैंडिडेट फॉर द लोकसभा सीट इज यूनिफॉर्म इन ऑल स्टेट. नो, ये यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है, ये डिफरेंट है इन एवरी स्टेट. ओके. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बिग स्टेट का हम बात करते हैं. अर्लियर था 70 लाख. ओके. बट उसको बढ़ा के कर दिया गया है 90 लाख. ओके. बट इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्मॉल स्टेट्स, अर्लियर इट वॉज 54 lakh, but after increasing it's a 75 lakh. Okay. This is the data. So answer for this question is option number D, which is neither 1 neither 2 is correct. Okay. Next question is, consider the following statements about the family court. Okay. First statement is about family court and there is asking about not a correct statement. Okay. Remember always it is. First statement is, it is mandatory for the state government to set up a family court for every city or town whose population exceed 10 lakh. Okay. So statement first is correct. Next statement is, family court in India have exclusive jurisdiction over the cases concerning families dispute, divorce, related to matters. Okay. So second statement is also correct. So next statement is, the parties to a dispute before family court do not have the right to represent the legal practitioner. It's also correct. So answer for this question, or because there is asking about incorrect statement, so answer for this question is neither, option number D, none, क्योंकि कोई सा भी गलत नहीं है. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स रिगार्डिंग द एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ. और एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ जो है हमारा किस में आता है? तो वो आता है 10th शेड्यूल में. ओके. 10th शेड्यूल के अंदर आता है और ये लाया कब गया था? तो 52nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट करके 1985 में लाया गया था. ओके. सो पहला स्टेटमेंट इसका है, द लॉ अप्लाइज ओनली टू द इलेक्टेड मेंबर ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट एंड लेजिस्लेटिव। नो, ये सिर्फ इलेक्टेड के लिए नहीं है, ये बोथ के लिए है। ओके, एंड बोथ इट मीन्स इलेक्टेड एंड नॉमिनेटेड बोथ। ओके, सो पहला स्टेटमेंट गलत है। नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज द डिसीजन ऑफ द स्पीकर और चेयरमैन ऑन द डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन प्रोसीडिंग कैन बी subjected to judicial review. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the law provides a 3-month time frame for the presiding officer to take decision in this regard. No, it's not, क्योंकि इसमें the law does not provide any time frame for the presiding officer to take the decision in this regard. Okay, सो ये भी स्टेटमेंट हमारा इनकरेक्ट हो जाएगा। ओके, और एक इसमें एक्सेप्शनल है कि अगर 2/3 अगर किसी और पार्टी में जाके मर्ज होती है तो इसमें एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ नहीं लागू होगा, क्योंकि ये मर्जर कहलाएगा ना कि डिफेक्शन। ओके, तो इसका आंसर क्या हो जाए, क्योंकि इसमें इनकरेक्ट पूछा है, इट मीन्स नॉट करेक्ट, तो इसका आंसर हो जाएगा ओनली 2, क्योंकि एक स्टेटमेंट इसमें करेक्ट था एंड टू स्टेटमेंट्स आर इनकरेक्ट। सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन बी। Okay, next question is, consider the following statements with reference to permanent lok adalat. Okay, if we are talking about permanent lok adalat, first statement is, the permanent lok adalat have jurisdiction only over the matters which are compoundable in nature. It's a correct statement. Next is, the permanent lok adalat are established under the section of 89 of the code civil procedure. No, it's not correct statement, because ये this state permanent lok adalat are established under the Legal Service Authority Act 1987, okay, which are amended in 2002. Then it's form of permanent lok adalat. Okay, earlier earlier it was a statutory status. Okay, so next is, if we are talking about section 89 of the code of procedure, which are comes in 1908. Okay, it is amended in 1999 and gave the power to the court to refer disputes to all to alternative dispute resolution. Okay, like arbitration, conciliation, judicial settlement, including settlement through lok adalat. Okay, so answer for this question is, which is option A is the correct, only one. Next question is, consider the following statements with respect to plea bargaining. Okay, plea bargaining, which is first statement is, in India, plea bargaining is a legal right of the accused. Is it true? No, it's not true, because plea bargaining is a subject to the discretion of the court. Plea bargaining is the subject to the discretion of court. So first statement is incorrect. Okay, next is, under the Indian legal system, it is available for all offences that are punishable with imprisonment for a term of 7 years or less with a fine. So ये all के लिए नहीं है, ये some के लिए है. Okay, so statement second is also incorrect. Next statement is, the process plea bargaining in India is initiated by accused. Yes, it's also, it first third statement is correct, and there is asking about correct statement, so option B is correct, which is only 3 is the correct. Okay, but if you are talking about plea bargaining, what it is, so plea bargaining is not applied against the women and child and narcotic drug and psychotropic substances, okay, related cases. So next question is, consider the following statements regarding the remission of duties and taxes on exported products scheme, okay. So first statement is, remission of duties and taxes on exported products is based on the globally accepted principle that tax and duties should not be exported. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next statement is, the RODTEP scheme refunds the embedded central state and local duties taxes to the exporters that were so far not being refunded. Yes, it's also correct. Next is, duty scripts are non-transferable. It's also correct. Next statement is, the duty script can be used for the payment of only the basic custom. No, it's not correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C, which is only 3 is the correct. Okay, let's come to the next question. IDET commission, which was recently in news related to, IDET commission is related to, पहला स्टेटमेंट है, प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द स्टेट वाइज लिस्ट ऑफ कास्ट बिलोंगिंग टू द डिनोटिफाइड एंड नोमैडिक ट्राइब्स. यस, इट्स अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. ओके, बिकॉज ये, और ये किसके द्वारा किया जा रहा था, आईडेट कमीशन. तो भीखू राम जी आईडेट के द्वारा, जो कि 19 बोल रहे, इस्टेब्लिश किया गया था 2014 में. ओके, 2014 में. और ये किसको, नोमैडिक और डिनोमैडिक ट्राइब्स में प्रिपेयर करना चाह रहे थे, हु आर नॉट लिस्टेड अंडर द ST/SC एंड OBC कैटेगरी. ओके, so answer for this question is option A. Let's come to the next question, which is, the Indian government recently signed an agreement to acquire 5 lithium brine block for exploration and development in Argentina. Okay, in this context, consider the following statement about lithium. Okay, first statement is, it is a lighter metal in the periodic table and is popularly known as white gold. Yes, it's correct statement. Argentina, Peru, Chile form a part of lithium triangle where more than 50% of lithium deposit are concentrated. No, it's Argentina, Chile नहीं, अर्जेंटीना पेरू चिली नहीं है, इसमें पेरू की जगह हो जाएगा बोलीविया. ओके, सो स्टेटमेंट सेकंड इज इनकरेक्ट. लिथियम ट्रायंगल में कौन कौन सा हो जाएगा, तो हो जाएगा अर्जेंटीना, चिली एंड बोलीविया. ओके, next statement is, no deposits of lithium have been discovered in India so far. No, it's also incorrect statement, क्योंकि many deposits are found in India also. For example, Resai district, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, next is Nagaur district, which is located in Rajasthan. Next is Kodarma, which is in Jharkhand. Next is Mandya district, which is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this is the some locations where lithium are found. Okay, so if you are talking about this agreement, so agreement between Argentina and India, which is Kabil and Kamyen. Kabil's full form is Khaniz Videsh India Limited. Okay, so answer for this question is only one is correct, option A. Okay, next question is, the Representation of People India Act 1951 provide which of the followings. Okay, first is, prepare of electoral roll? No. List procedure for preparation of electoral rolls and the manner of filling seats. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next statement is procedures for delimitation of the constituencies. No, it's laydowns of the procedures for the delimitation of constituencies. Okay, so second statement is also incorrect. Next statement is disqualification of membership of the state legislature. Okay, so statement third is correct, which is option B also. So statement 1 and 2 is why it is incorrect, because it comes under the Representation of People Act 1950, which is for peoples. Okay, and if we are talking about the Representation of People Act 1951, which is for government. Okay, politicians. So answer for this question is only option C, which is only 3 is the correct answer. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is in case when no party has a clear majority in assembly, the governor may, क्या करेगा गवर्नर? ओके, जब कोई भी पार्टी मेजोरिटी में नहीं रहेगा. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज appoint a leader of the largest party or coalition in the assembly as a chief minister and ask him to seek a vote of confidence in the house within a 6 week only. No, it's not a 6 week, it's a within a month. Okay, within a month ये प्रूव करना पड़ेगा आपको. So statement first is incorrect. Let's come to the next statement, which is the constitution requires that a person must prove his majority in legislative assembly before he is appointed as a chief minister. No, it's not a correct statement. Does not require. Okay, next is the governor. इसी का explanation है. The governor may first appoint the chief minister and then ask him to prove his majority in this state legislative assembly within a reasonable period. Okay, so statement 1 and 2 both are incorrect. So answer for this question is option number D, which is neither 1 neither 2 is correct statement. Okay, next question is consider the following statements with reference to the removal of judge of the Supreme Court and the High Court. Okay, so इसमें पूछा क्या है? According to the Indian Constitution, how many of the causes mentioned above the ground for the removal of judges of the Supreme Court and High Court? First statement is proved misbehavior. Yes, it's a correct. Next is incapacity. It's also correct. Okay, but if you are talking about the third statement, which is not correct, violation of the Constitution. Okay, so answer for this question is option number B, which is correct. Only 2. Okay, next question is consider the following statements in reference to the legislative power of the governor. Okay, legislative power of the governor के बारे में बात करते हैं. First statement is he can appoint any member of the state legislative assembly to preside over its proceeding when the offices of both speaker and deputy speaker fall vacant. It's a correct statement. Okay, so next statement is he decides on the question of disqualification of member of the state legislature in constitution with High Court. Second statement is not correct because he decides on the question of the disqualification of a member of the state legislature in consultation with the election commission. Okay, not with the High Court. So answer statement second is incorrect. Next statement is he can nominate 1/12 of the member of the state legislature council. No, it's also not correct क्योंकि ये 1 by sixth करेगा. Okay, so statement third is also incorrect. So answer for this question is only one is correct, which is option A. Okay, next question is, and if you are simply talking about similarly, governor can appoint any member of a state legislative council to preside over its proceeding when the offices of the both chairman and deputy chairman fall vacant. Okay, next question is which of the following atom has been, so which of the following atoms have been placed in the 11th schedule of the कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, 11 शेड्यूल में, 11 शेड्यूल में टोटल कितने आइटम्स है, तो वो है 29. और 11 शेड्यूल में आता क्या है, तो वो आता है पंचायती राज इंस्टीट्यूशन, जो कि 73rd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट से लाया गया था. ओके, और आप हमें कमेंट में ये बताएं कि 74th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से क्या लाया गया था और उसमें कितने आइटम्स थे. ओके, सो पहला स्टेटमेंट इज एग्रीकल्चर, यस. प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन, इट्स ऑल्सो करेक्ट. खादी विलेज एंड कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री, ऑल्सो करेक्ट. पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम, ये भी सही है. और अगर हम बात करते हैं इसमें बाकी जो है वो कौन कौन से हैं, तो टोटल 29 है. ओके, उसका लिस्ट हम बताते हैं. फर्स्ट इज एग्रीकल्चर, इंक्लूडिंग एग्रीकल्चर extension, land improvement, implementation of land reform, land consolidation, and soil conservation. Okay, next is minor irrigation, water management, and watershed development. Next is animal husbandry, dairy and poultry. Next is fisheries. Next is social forestry and farm forestry. Next is minor forest produce. Next is small scale industries including food processing industries. Next is khadi village and cottage industries. Next is rural housing. Next drinking water. Next fuel and fodder. Next road, culverts, bridge, ferries, waterways, and other means of communication. Next is rural electrification including distribution of electricity. Next is non-conventional energy sources. Next is poverty alleviation program. Next is education including primary and secondary school. Next is technical training and vocational education. Next is adult and non-formal education. Next is libraries. Next is market and fairs. Next is health and sanitation including hospital, primary health care center, and the dispensaries. Next is family welfare. Next is women and child development. Next is social welfare including welfare of the handicapped and mentally related. And next is welfare of the weaker section and particularly of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Next is PDS. Next is maintenance of community assets. Okay, so this is the 29th all items which are presented by the Panchayati Raj institution. Okay, so next इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा, all of the above are correct. Okay, so next question is consider the ethic committee of the Lok Sabha can be categorized as. Okay, so ये लोक सभा का एथिक कमेटी किसके अंडर आता है, तो वो आता है कमिटी टू इंक्वायर. ओके, और अगर हम बात करते हैं टाइप ऑफ पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी, तो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के अंदर बहुत सारे आ जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल फाइनेंशियल कमेटी एंड डिपार्टमेंट स्टैंडिंग कमेटी, कमेटी टू इंक्वायर. उसी के सब डिवीज़न में आते हैं कमेटी टू इंक्वायर में एथिक्स कमेटी. ओके, which is asking there. So answer for this question is option A. And if you are talking about another one, so committee to scrutinize the control, committee to related to the day-to-day business of the houses, housekeeping committee or services committee. And another one which is ad hoc committee, जिसमें दो आते हैं, inquiry committee and advisory committee. Okay, next question is consider the following statements. First statement is The Indian state have no right to territorial integrity. Is it true? Yes, it's a true statement. Next is Indian freedom is an indestructible union of destructible state. Which of the following is correct? Both are correct. तो इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? Both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. So answer for this question is option A. Okay, next question is consider the following statements regarding the state executive. Okay, state executive regarding first statement is the governor is a part of permanent executive as he can only be removed by the state legislature by the special majority. No, it's not a correct statement because governor is a part of is not a part of permanent executive but it a part of political executive. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next statement is the chief secretary of the state is a part of political executive as he can be removed or transferred based on the decision of the state government. No, it's also not correct because the chief secretary of the state is a part of political executive. Okay, he can be removed or transferred from his position by the political executive, na ki transfer based पे. Okay, so answer for this question is option number D, which is neither 1 neither 2 is the correct option. Okay, next question is union executive consists of the union executive. Okay, पहली बात तो यूनियन एग्जीक्यूटिव जो है वो आता किस पार्ट में है? तो वो आता है पार्ट 5 में. ओके, और इसके अंदर कौन कौन कहाँ से कहाँ तक आर्टिकल्स हैं? तो अंडर आर्टिकल 52 to 78. ओके, ये आते हैं पार्ट 5 में. और अब इसमें देखना हाउ मेनी ऑफ द आंसर को गिवन आर करेक्ट. यूनियन एग्जीक्यूटिव में कौन कौन से आते हैं? प्रेसिडेंट, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, लोकसभा स्पीकर. नो, लोकसभा स्पीकर नहीं आते हैं. प्राइम मिनिस्टर आते हैं, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर आते हैं, बट सॉलिसिटर जनरल नहीं आते. तो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज 1, 3 and 4 is the correct, which is option A is the correct answer for this question. Okay, next question is consider the following statements regarding the selection of the selection of member of the legislative council. Okay, first statement is 1/6 of members are nominated by the governor from amongst the persons who have a special knowledge or practical experience of literature, science, art, and cooperative movement and social services. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is 1/3 of the seat reserved for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe community. No, ऐसा कोई देर इज़ नो प्रोविज़न ऑफ रिजर्वेशन ऑफ सीट्स फॉर द ST/SC in the local legislative council and Rajya Sabha. Okay, so second statement is incorrect. Next statement is the constitution authorized parliament to frame law for the election of the member of legislative council. Yes, it's a correct. So answer for this question is option number B, which is only 2 is correct. Okay, next statement is, next question is consider the following statements. First is ऑर्डिनेंस मेकिंग पावर ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट के बारे में पूछा. और ऑर्डिनेंस मेकिंग पावर कौन से आर्टिकल में है प्रेसिडेंट का? तो 123 में. ओके, और ये टेम्पररी पीरियड के लिए लाया जाता है व्हेन पार्लियामेंट इज नॉट इन दिस सेशन. ओके, सो पहला स्टेटमेंट है इट कैन बी इशूड रेट्रोस्पेक्टिवली. यस, इट कैन बी. इट यहाँ कैन होगा बट यहाँ पे कैन नॉट दिया है, तो स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट इज इनकरेक्ट. ओके, इट कैन नॉट अल्टर और अमेंड अ टैक्स लॉ. ये कर सकता है. ओके, सो स्टेटमेंट सेकेंड इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. फर्स्ट इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. एंड थर्ड इज इट कैन नॉट बी इशूड टू अमेंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इट It's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number A, which is only one is the correct. Okay. Next question is regarding the chief minister. Consider the following statements. He is a de jure head of the state of the government. No, it's a de jure head होता है गवर्नर, ना कि sorry, chief minister. Okay, so our first statement is incorrect. Next is he is the leader of ruling party in the state legislative assembly. Yes, it's correct statement. Next statement is council of minister remains in power until the chief minister is elected after the resignation of the chief minister. It's not a correct statement because the council of minister dissolved automatically after the resignation of the chief minister or death of the chief minister. Okay, so statement third is incorrect. So answer for this question is only one, which is ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट पूछा था. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स रिगार्डिंग द ऑर्डिनेंस मेकिंग पावर ऑफ गवर्नर. ओके, वहाँ पे हम बात किए थे ऑर्डिनेंस मेकिंग पावर ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट. अब इसमें है नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है ऑर्डिनेंस मेकिंग पावर ऑफ द गवर्नर. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ही कैन promulgate ordinance when the state legislative assembly in case of unicameral legislature or any of the one house of state legislature in case of the bicameral legislature is not in session. Okay, so first statement is correct. Okay, and next statement is this ordinance must be approved by the state legislature within 6 months of from its assembly. It's not 6 month, it's a 6 week. Okay, so स्टेटमेंट सेकंड इज इनकरेक्ट, और यहाँ पे पूछा क्या है तो इसमें इनकरेक्ट पूछा है. ओके, इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. सो इनकरेक्ट कौन सा है? स्टेटमेंट 2. सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज in the context of Rajya Sabha, consider the following statement. Okay, first is Rajya Sabha is a continuing chamber and not subject to resolution. Yes, it's a correct statement. Rajya Sabha कभी dissolve नहीं हो सकता है. And next is the constitution has fixed the term office of the member of Rajya Sabha just 6 year. No, it's not constitution द्वारा ये fix नहीं किया गया है, ये फिक्स किया गया रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल एक्ट 1951 के द्वारा. ओके, सो स्टेटमेंट सेकंड इज इनकरेक्ट. नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज 1/3 ऑफ इट्स मेंबर रिटायर एवरी ईयर. यस, इट्स अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट because 1 and 3 are correct statement and second statement is incorrect. Okay, next question is consider the following statements. First statement is India is considered a federal but has a strong center. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the state are given representation in the Rajya Sabha on the basis of population. It's also correct statements. Answer for this question is both 1 and 2 are correct, which is option C is the correct answer. Okay, next question is consider the following statements with reference to the supervisory jurisdiction of the High Court. Okay, first statement is military court or tribunal are exempted from such supervisory jurisdiction. Is it true? Yes, it's a true statement. Next is an aggrieved party must have to file an application before the High Court for its exercise to such jurisdiction. No, it's not a correct statement because it can be suo motu on its own and not necessary on the application of a party. Okay, ये suo motu action ले सकता है. So statement second is incorrect. Next statement is it covers only judicial superintendents, not administrative superintendents. ये दोनों कर सकता है, ठीक, not only it covers both judicial superintendents and administrative superintendents. Okay, so answer for this question is there is asking about incorrect. Okay, so always check it, it's asking about correct or incorrect statement. The answer for this question is only two, which is option B. Okay, next statement is, sorry, next question is, consider the following statements. How many of the cases mentioned above the judiciary can invoke judicial review jurisdiction? Okay, first is legislative action, executive action, and administrative action. It's all of the above. Okay, is the correct. Okay, next question is, the alliance of global good, gender equality and equity is launched बाय विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कंट्रीज, ये किसके द्वारा लॉन्च किया गया है? तो ये इंडिया के द्वारा लॉन्च किया गया है। और ये लॉन्च कहाँ किया गया था? तो वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम मीटिंग चल रहा था डावोस स्विट्जरलैंड में। ओके, कब? जनवरी 24 में। एट दैट टाइम इंडिया ये अलायंस को लॉन्च किया था, अलायंस फॉर ग्लोबल गुड, जेंडर इक्विटी एंड इक्वालिटी। ओके, और इसका थीम क्या था? रीबिल्डिंग ट्रस्ट एंड इंडिया पार्टिसिपेट इन स्पिरिट ऑफ वसुधैव कुटुंबकम। ओके, so answer for this question is India. Okay, next question is, consider the following statements with reference to Gram Nyalay. Okay, first statement is, the presiding officer of Nyayadhikari is appointed by the state government in consultation with the respective high court. It's a correct statement. Next is, Gram Nyalay have the power of both and criminal and civil courts. Yes, it's also correct. And next statement, Gram Nyalay are established under the Legal Service Authority Act 1987. No, it's a incorrect statement, क्योंकि ग्राम न्यायालय जो है वो इस्टेब्लिश किया गया था ग्राम न्यायालय एक्ट 2008 के अकॉर्डिंग। ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज only 3 is incorrect because there is asking about incorrect statement. Okay, next question is, the term zombie virus recently in news is associated with economic uncertainty arising out of global conflict. No. Next is malware. नहीं, ये भी malware भी नहीं है। A different category of virus is responsible to neglect tropical diseases. No, it's not correct. Ancient virus frozen in the permafrost region. Yes, option D is the correct. Okay, next question is, consider the following statements in respect of election to the Panchayati Raj institution. Okay, of India. First is, पंचायती राज इंस्टीट्यूशन किस में आता है? 73rd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट से लाया गया था। पार्ट किस में? 9 में। ओके, सॉरी 9 में, न कि 11। ओके, एंड ये इसमें क्या है? पंचायती राज इंस्टीट्यूशन में 1/3 मिला है वुमेन को रिजर्वेशन। ओके, first statement is, the chairman of panchayat at the village level shall be elected in such a manner as the state legislature determines. It's a correct statement. Next is, the state election commission who is responsible for conducting election is under the control of election commission of India. No, it's not correct because state election commission पंचायती राज इंस्टीट्यूशन के इलेक्शन के लिए इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडी है। ठीक है, स्टेटमेंट सेकेंड इज इनकरेक्ट। नेक्स्ट इज, एनी पर्सन हु इज एटलीस्ट 21 ईयर और अबव कॉन्टेस्ट द इलेक्शन फॉर द पंचायती राज। नो, इट्स ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट बिकॉज ये 21 ईयर होगा। ओके, और ये बीपीएससी के पीवाईक्यू में आया था। ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ओनली 1 is correct, which is option A. Okay, next question is, consider the following statement about the payment bank. Okay, पेमेंट बैंक के रिगार्डिंग कौन सा स्टेटमेंट सही है? A payment bank are differentiated bank conceptualized to promote financial inclusion in the country. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the main objective of the payment bank is to widen the spread of the payment and financial services to the small businesses. It's also correct. Low income households and migrate labor workers in secure technology driven environment. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option A and B. Option 1 and 2 both are correct, and statement second is the correct explanation of option A. Okay, so answer for this question is option A is the correct. Next question is consider the following statement. First is a member of either house of the state legislative assembly belonging to any political party who is disqualified on the ground of defection shall also be disqualified to be appointed as a minister. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to the state legislative assembly. Yes, it's also correct. और ये लाया कब गया था? तो 91st कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट से लाया गया था 2003 में. Okay, so answer for this question is both 1 and 2 are correct, which is option C. Okay, next question is the Chandak Dampa Wildlife Sanctuary. Chandaka Dampara Wildlife Sanctuary, which is seen in news, located in which of the following state of India, which is located in मध्य प्रदेश. और ये न्यूज़ में इसलिए था क्योंकि ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट प्लानिंग to reintroduce sambar and bison, which is called goar, in this wildlife sanctuary. Okay, so statement for answer for this question is option D, which is Odisha. Next question is how many of the above provisions regarding the state legislature are derived directly from the constitution? Okay, so first statement is any member who has been absent for 60 days without the permission of the house must vacate his her seat. Yes, it's correct. Next is the maximum gap between the two sessions of a state legislature should not be more than 6 months. Yes, it's also correct. Next is disqualification of a member for holding office of profit in corporation of 25% of the गवर्नमेंट शेयर. ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के अंदर नहीं, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं है, उससे डायरेक्टली नहीं लिया गया. रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल एक्ट 1951 से लिया गया है. सो स्टेटमेंट 3 इनकरेक्ट हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट इज टू बी qualified as a member of a state assembly, a member must be an elector for an assembly constituency in the concerned state. ये भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल एक्ट से है ना कि डायरेक्टली कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से. आंसर हो जाएगा इसका ओनली 2 इज करेक्ट, विच इज ऑप्शन 1 एंड which is option B is the correct. Okay, next question is how many of the tools are given are not part of alternative dispute mechanism? So answer for this question is first statement is arbitration, ये तो है, mediation भी है, plea bargaining भी है. So answer for this question is none of the above. Okay, next question is consider the following statements. If a person is elected both houses of the parliament, she must initiate within 10 days or in which house she is desired to serve. Yes, it's a correct. Next is the Constitution of India has explicitly prescribed the rule in that case. No, it's not correct because ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं है, रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल एक्ट 1951 में हो. ओके, सो इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? इसका आंसर हो जाएगा स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट इज करेक्ट बट स्टेटमेंट सेकंड इज इनकरेक्ट. ओके, सो ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज Dinesh Goswami committee and Vohra committee is related to. It's related to electoral reforms. Okay, so thank you so much guys. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.